Introducing the starting.
So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. Red Hatters out there with Gilgeous-Alexander. Then it's Williams. Then it's Junior. And it's Holmgren in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for Chicago, Lee out there with the kid. Then it's Kobe White. And it's Smith. And it's Vucevic in at the 5 spot. And the regular season, Richard, is finally here. Wow. I am excited to work with you again this season. Cannot wait for the schedule.
To work with you, Kev, man. You're a legend, and it's always an interesting journey. We're fired up. These teams are fired up. Let the games begin.
And Lee pulls it down. Gilgeous-Alexander against Vucevic. Greg, isn't it amazing the way Gilgeous-Alexander has polished off his game?
The footwork, Kevin, is impeccable. 3-level scorer, makes every shot imaginable. And what's scary, this guy still has another level to get to.
That free throw, no good. Richard, if there's an area where the Bulls have struggled, it's on the offensive end.
Kev, you're always such a politician. Look, if you don't have a lot of three-point attempts, a lot of free throw attempts, or offensive rebounds, without those 3 things, it is impossible to hang in there offensively.
Nearly automatic. Gilgeous-Alexander, no slouch from the line.
Passes it to Lee. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Right side, Lee buries the long-range jumper.
Well, White has quickly developed great floor vision. Doesn't miss the wide-open man.
Up top, Gilgeous-Alexander. And here we go. And a wide-open look for Lee. And it's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander with the rebound.
That's another miss. Already they've missed 3 out of 4 to start.
Holmgren can't hit.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
This is why he's out there in situations like this. He stands tall to prevent points.
Williams. First personal foul. First team foul.
Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. White down low. Gilgeous-Alexander covering. Holmgren with the block.
And with his length, it's easy to see why Holmgren's such an effective shot blocker.
Nice shot by Red Hot.
He just didn't like what he saw inside, so he takes the open transition 3. But if he missed, coach might have had some words for him.
Here's the kid. Lee, left side. And Lee with the stuff.
I tell you what, you better. Watch out, fellas. He is on fire here today.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Chicago grabs the miss. They're getting their first look at the Thunder, their first game of the NBA's regular season.
And in their 2 matchups last season, they came up empty both times. Not really too shocking when you see how they fared overall.
Here's Red Hot, fires from deep. And Lee pulls it down. And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. 9 feet out. That's his 4th miss from the floor. He's made 2 of his shots.
Slow going for him this quarter. The defense putting up a good fight.
Lee gets the bucket.
Assisted by
Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring. Able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
Lee against Lee. Out to White. And out of bounds as the Thunder gain possession. Right now, let's bring up the 2K leaderboard and see the teams that really knew how to clog the passing lanes last season. The Thunder in 4th.
You could tell by watching them how much they enjoy playing defense. They seem to have an endless reserve of energy flying around and pressuring the basketball.
Up top, Gilgeous-Alexander, covered by Lee. And Lee with the basket on the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander. Lee's got 5 points so far. Bulls trail by 6. And now the first timeout called here for the Bulls.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Yeah, they need to regroup and maybe try and draw something up that can get them a clean look at the basket.
Some numbers for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He's coming off an excellent season. 4th in scoring, and he was just a machine at the charity stripe. Top 5 in the league in free throw percentage.
And clearly one of the dominant scorers we have in this league. His top 5 ranking last year puts him right there in the ranks of the elite. No good from Lee.
And you know what? He's just not on his game, no doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
Here's Red Hot. Shoots over White. And Oklahoma City again with the bucket.
Oh, great ball movement there.
And here's White. He'll bring it up for Chicago. 8-point game. Halt the run. The Thunder pull it in. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his 4th rebound in this one. On the wing, Lee. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
For Oklahoma City, they have converted 1 of 2 free throws so far today.
2 shots.
And a season ago at the charity stripe, this is a group that shot an impressive 81%.
That free throw from Lee is good. Both shots good from the stripe.
No surprise there. He's about as automatic as it gets from the stripe. I hope I didn't jinx him.
Here's Smith. Fouled on on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
How about that one? Able to maintain control and finish the play.
Chicago shooting their first free throw attempt on the night.
And last season, when they got themselves to the line, they usually came through as a team up around 81%.
The free throw drops for Smith. The Thunder leading by 7. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Outside, Williams. Over Smith. The Thunder with another miss.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Chicago shooting their second and third shots at the line right here. First one falls for.
At the line for the Bulls, Lee.
And both free throws good for Lee. Well, Thunder have gotten 5 of 10 shots to drop in this game so far. Right at the 50% mark. Williams kicks to Lee. Got a piece of it. Lee passes to Smith.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
Yeah, you can see why he's established that reputation. Strong understanding of how to defend at the rim.
Nothing soft about the putback there.
And why chance it, right? Take the dunk if you've got it.
And that's his MO. Be physical, get in position for the putback, and throw it down. The defense got to know that's what he's looking to do.
That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
And that's an example of playing big, adapting to the situation.
Also relying on his skill there. That's a nice move against length.
And first time out of the game called for Oklahoma City.
Give it up one more time for your Chicago Bulls.
Shines checked in for the Thunder.
Dance team.
Lee against Gilgeous-Alexander. It's stolen by Smith. To the inside.
And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets. An exquisite pass to set up the powerful alley-oop dunk. Gilgeous-Alexander deciding where to go with it. Pass to Hartenstein. Here's Red Hot. White covering. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Shot clock at 6. Over Lee. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander missing. Lee goes. Oh, look out! Look out!
Wow, okay, I see you.
Oh, he is a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
That could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think. Nice angle on that replay with the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Floats it up for Junior. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
How about the floor awareness by Gilgeous-Alexander? Solid at just spotting his open teammate.
And White kicks to Lee. Can't tie it up as that one's no good. The Thunder leading by 3. Here's Lee. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Personal foul.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Shooting for
What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Thunder?
At the line for
So
one.
far, they haven't had to force anything. They're swinging the ball around and turning good passing into points.
And something else that I liked is how they attack the paint, finding ways to get inside and capitalize time and time again.
And it's the Bulls with the ball. They trail by 6. White against Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's the kid. And there's the drive. The three. Knocks down the three ball.
Yeah, you have got to honor White on the perimeter. Once he gets comfortable from there, it's going to be bad news for the defense. And when it comes to Kobe White, a young guard who shoots with assertiveness.
Well, he's a guy that knows his role, Greg. And when he's out there, his teammates encourage him to shoot the ball because they know how hot he can get.
Pulls it from 20. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And a brief check of the stats for Williams. He had a strong showing last season. Last season, put up about 14 points, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists. Fantastic totals for him across the board. I wouldn't be surprised if he keeps rolling.
I think if you talk to anyone on this team, they believe in his abilities about 1,000%.
And the first one drops. Mitchell, he's checked in for red hot. And both free throws good for Lee. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. A fader. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 5 now.
With great positional size, Gilgeous-Alexander can finish over defenders.
Now the pass to Dean. That's a 2 from Lee. He can't get that one. Good D by Lee. The Thunder leading by 3. To the middle. Lee with the steal. And even 3-on-3 break. Outside, White. Back to Lee. Fades and shoots. Count that one. He's got 13. And so here is Oklahoma. Oklahoma City. Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City.
Every timeout, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
I'm sure all of the above is in order, and you can never be too content.
For your Chicago Bulls. Here they are, fans.
With a pause in the action, let's show you the teams that were best from the line last season. Number 5, the Bulls.
They didn't give away any points at the free throw line, and that makes a head coach's life so much easier.
Outside Williams. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Just 5 on the clock. Got it. And he's now 3 for 5 from the field.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Lee outside. Here's Smith. Count it from 12. Smith's got his 3rd bucket of the night. The Thunder with the lead. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. On the wing, Mitchell. Goes up to the stripe. Taps it up. It's good on the putback. And the Thunder lead by 3.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Pass to Smith. Over Mitchell. Smith, no good.
And they've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
Here's Lee. Misses the fadeaway jumper. Now Chicago's gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. Lee against Lee. Lee passes to White. And another shot. Williams with the block. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Williams. And the Bulls with some changes. Money's checked in for Vucevic, and Josh Giddey's subbed in for Kobe White. .121 left here in the opening quarter. Here's Lee. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Lee's got 15 points.
Yeah, not a perfectly set screen there, but got in just enough room to get that shot off.
Here's Lee. The shot's good. Gilgeous-Alexander making the play. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his 4th assist in this one. Bulls trail by 3. Smith up top, covered by Mitchell, and yes, it's good. 9 points for Smith.
His accuracy is on another level this quarter. Really high-quality shooting.
Ball's knocked loose. It's stolen by Smith. He goes up again. He lays it in. 11 points in the game.
Keep riding that hot hand. He's been pretty much unstoppable.
Right side, Gilgeous-Alexander. Lee outside. Here's Hartenstein, and he makes good on the layup. And the Thunder lead by 1.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Yeah, you think you got to stop, and it's wasted because of sloppy work on the glass. You literally practice that every day.
And that Mitchell. One's good, Mitchell. Lee with the ball. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And that concludes a back-and-forth high-scoring first quarter of play. Thunder lead by 3. And we'll get going after this from United Center. Some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. What stands out to you from Oklahoma City in this one?
Just cashing in on second chance opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
When you're the more aggressive club, good things tend to happen. We'll see if they can maintain this level of intensity.
Richard, you've got one of the great personalities in this game. Did humor serve you well during your playing days?
Yes, I would say it was, because most of the time I was talking more trash to my teammates than to the other team. But that's just been my personality since I was a kid.
So with Vucevic on the bench, here's the group that Billy Donovan has on the floor. We've got Money. Smith is out there with Josh Giddey. Then it's the kid, and it's Lee in at the 3 slot. Passes it to Money. The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Oh, big time putback there. What a great motor on this guy.
There is no one who goes after those rebounds harder. Shot's good by Lee.
3. He's been locked all the way in from the floor, and he's the #1 reason why they're winning right now.
Lee against Lee. Here's Smith. Buried from 15 feet out. Smith's got the game tied up here for the Bulls. Oklahoma City has gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. Wallace against Giddey. Lee dishes to Holmgren. 6 on the shot clock. Money with the rebound.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
Excellent D, avoided fouling, and got in perfect position to alter that shot.
And the rejection by Holmgren. Here's Hartenstein, covered by Smith. Hartenstein can't get it to go.
Look, the defense was locked in on him there. They know how dangerous he can be, and they guarded him perfectly.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. And it's the Thunder with the ball after the Bulls pick up 2. Pass to Reddick. Tipped away. Wallace down low. Katie defending. They grab their own miss. Chicago leading. Oh, and there's the alley-oop.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. And he gets the bucket. Wallace has got his first points in this one.
Challenging the bigger defender, cutting him down to size with that one.
He's not going to back down from anyone. Got to commend the fearless attitude right there.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over.
On your feet, fans, make some noise. It's time for T-shirts.
Inside, here's Money. Oh, that's blocked. About 3 minutes played so far in the second quarter. Lee with the block. And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession.
Basketball.
Dean passes to Money. Here's Smith. The layup off target. The Thunder have gone 2 of 6 from the field in the second quarter so far. The pass to Wallace. Poked away, and it goes out of bounds. That one is off Smith.
Oklahoma City.
And a chance now to look at the schedule for the Bulls. On Friday, they'll host the Toronto Raptors. And then on Saturday, they'll head out on the road to face the Pistons in Detroit.
And Kevin, I think you have to look at this as an opportunity to take a step forward. Sometimes tough road trips can bring the best out of a team and bring you closer together.
Isaiah Hartenstein.
And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Lee against Lee. Fades back, and he gets it to go. Smith's got 6 here in this quarter.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Knocks it loose. Giddy with it. He's picked up by Holmgren. Here's Lee. Thunder with the rebound. Lee's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Hartenstein. Covered by Lee. And the shot goes in. Hartenstein's got it all tied up now for Oklahoma City. Giddy against Wallace. A putback. And that one is hammered home.
Good to see a player going all out when the game's this tight.
You know, G.A., he knows what his job is. Patrol the offensive glass.
He's just giving them everything he has. It's what his teammates appreciate and enjoy playing with him.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more. Set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, guys get away with this all the time, but on this occasion, he got caught.
Giddey kicks to Smith. Pass to Lee. Over Lee. And Lee with the basket on the assist by Smith. Smith's got 3 assists tonight.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Now here's Lee. He's got 23. And here is Giddey. Passes it to Lee. Here's Money. Little turnaround. It's rebounded by Hartenstein.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
Yeah, and the risk now is that he gets inside his own head. Time to take deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, and let the game come to you.
Here's Money. Battles through traffic and lays it in. Money's got his second basket of the night.
Give credit where credit is due right there. A terrific assist.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Here's Wallace after Chicago picking up a basket just moments ago. And there it is for him. Wallace has got 4 points this quarter.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Here's Smith. He makes his 9th shot of the game. He has only missed 4.
Now how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Giddey against Wallace. Holmgren the pass to Hartenstein. Here's Lee. And it's out of bounds. The Thunder able to retain possession. This break in the game gives us a chance to look at the teams with the most points on turnovers last season. Second, the Thunder. Fourth, the Bulls.
And these are two teams that excel at punishing opponents for their mistakes. I mean, they certainly did that last season.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Vucevic checked in for Money. And it's wide in for Josh Giddey. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Williams. The Thunder with another miss.
Fantastic positioning there to contest that one.
Textbook defense. Take a good angle to the shooter and bother the release.
Out to Lee. There's the 3. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
He's been off. Still, they're up, so not all is lost.
Pastoretta. Lots of room. And Lee pulls it down. Lee's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's the pass to Dean. Outside, White. Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. The finish. And the dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
And great awareness of the situation. Gilgeous-Alexander sensing the chance for the steal and just taking it straight up on the break.
Now here's White. Smith inside. And Holmgren pulls it down. Holmgren's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Lee kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Redhot for the 3. Chicago grabs the miss.
Having a hand up in your face makes such a difference to a shooter.
Yeah, that's a good defender making a play, and he does it without fouling.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Shoots the 3. Here's Holmgren. And the shot is good. Holmgren's got his first 2 points of the night.
And how about the readiness of Holmgren? Sticking with the play so he's right there to finish it off.
Lee kicks to White. And it's off from three-point range.
Nothing seems to be going down for him today.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Holmgren. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Second personal foul.
You can see Holmgren anticipating the contact. Smart play to make sure he got the call.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Bulls.
Showing their energy so far, sprinting up and down the floor, getting out in transition, and taking advantage.
And they've also refused to give up on their plays tonight, chasing after their shots and just working hard for second chance points.
First free throw is good.
And Holmgren is such a talented player, a lengthy, wily big man who's still growing into his frame.
Holmgren hits them both.
Well, he's come through for them at the line today, and you love having a big fella who's so capable on his free throws.
Right down low. Gilgeous-Alexander covering. Dean passes to White. Vucevic against Holmgren.
And White is looking to make things happen out there. If he has to get physical in the process, that is not going to be a problem.
The Bulls have been good at the line so far, 5 of 5.
Kobe White.
And that one falls for White.
The athleticism and blinding speed White possesses is impressive. This guy plays with a lot of moxie.
Good on both. Thunder trailing by 4. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Passes to Red Hot. To the inside. It's stolen by Vucevic. Here's Smith. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game.
For the Bulls, Smith. 2 shots.
Free throw drop for Smith.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
Smith hits them both. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 9 points in the game so far. Lee outside. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in. And that's now 26 points for Junior. Lee against Lee. Over Lee. And again, no good by Chicago. Thunder trailing by 3. Let out the pass to Williams.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
1:57 left in the second quarter. The shot goes in. First of the night. He's 1 for 3 to start the game.
How good is that? I mean, he can make a defender look foolish at times.
Smith in the post. It's blocked. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. The pass to Red Hot. Launches it. It's all in by the Bulls.
Okay, so if I were to say this was a disaster of a period for him, it would be an understatement. But hey, sometimes you've got to shoot your way out of the slump, even for him.
Bulls basketball.
1:16 left to play in the first half. Lee against Lee. Lee dishes to Smith. Just 4 to shoot. Pulls up on the wing. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Yeah, the defender all over.
The Bulls have been exceptional shooting free throws tonight, going 9 for 9.
Smith.
Free throw drops for Smith. That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2.
And just doing a much better job of getting to the line this quarter than he did in the first.
Williams kicks to Holmgren. Hits it from three-point range. Holmgren's got 7 points.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Here's Smith. Takes it into the teeth of the D and converts the layup. This tug-of-war game continues.
And, guys, that's lucky number 7 already in this game.
It's Gilgeous-Alexander with the try. Pass to Red Hot. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And good work inside. SGA will make more room for himself on the perimeter when he can be effective down low.
Outside, White. Passes it to Lee. Over Lee. Shot stripped by Lee. Lee's got 19. Points.
And look at how quick he was to fight on the pump fake. Left his feet way too slow.
And that's it for the first half of action in what's been a very close game here. It's Chicago up by 1. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Kevin, thanks. Nick, what changed as the first half continued?
We toughened up a little bit. We know they were getting a lot of easy points, a lot of points around the paint, around the basket, and we just started playing more aggressive, playing hard on defensive end, and that got us going offensively too. So we just got to keep doing that.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. It was a closely contested first quarter for Chicago. They kept at it on both ends of the floor, and at the end of the period, they had a slight deficit of 3 points. They were slightly better in the second. Not a big difference between these two teams. And Kenny, what did you think about what you saw from Chicago?
The passing is what kept the offense rolling. The communication has been tremendous. Guys are working as a unit and not as individuals. They've got to repeat that kind of ball movement in the second half.
And big fella, let's get your thoughts on the Thunder.
I like the way they rebounded. They devoted a lot of energy down low, fighting for each other on the boards, and it helped keep this game tight. If they can continue to do that, it could easily be the factor that swings the game in their favor.
And now with the second half about to get underway, let's send you back courtside. See you, everybody, with Kevin Harlan.
second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. What can you say? Lee, an impressive effort here today.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You love guys who can get their shots within the flow of the offense.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. So the Thunder 5 right now. Gilgeous Alexander out there with Red Hot. Then it's Junior. Then it's Williams. And it's Holmgren into the center, filling out the middle.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a three each time.
Here's Gilgeous Alexander. He with the block. And he lobs it up toward the rim, up high to stop the alley-oop.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. Nobody near Williams. Another shot. Here's Red Hot. From beyond the arc and then some. Red Hot's got his second bucket of the night.
He can really stroke it from deep. You have to keep better tabs on him.
Williams with the block. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Williams. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. Kicks it to White. 5 on the clock. Puts up a deep three. They retain possession.
And great read there by SGA. Knew the shot was coming and just trusted his instincts.
First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. Here's Williams. Chicago grabs the miss. The Kids got 6 rebounds here tonight.
Rough start to the second half for them. Only getting one of the past 4 shots to fall. Saw the angles and led him right to the hoop with that pass.
Thunder trailing by 5. Gilgeous Alexander passes to Williams. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. With this pause in the action, let's show you the teams that have scored the most points in the league last season. 5th on the list, the Thunder.
I just loved how this team attacked their opponents. You could see their confidence grow as the year went on, and the points really started to pile up.
Here's the Kid. 12 points for him. Here's Lee. Thunder with the rebound. Gilgeous Alexander's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Pass to Lee. The shot's good. Gilgeous Alexander making the play. Gilgeous Alexander's got his 6th assist on the night. Now here's Lee. He's got 22. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
You gotta blow the whistle when it's that obvious. Great call there by the official.
It's stolen by Vucevic. Fast break. Here comes Chicago. And White kicks to Vucevic. Lee dishes to White. Smith on the wing. Over Williams. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. And Vucevic, RJ, one of the few NBA players from Switzerland.
Yeah, he's in a pretty exclusive club of Swiss players. Just 4 players coming from there. All of them since 2006. I love it when we get new players from new countries. It just grows the game.
Here's Lee. And the rejection by Holmgren. And the shot goes down. A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Gilgeous Alexander against Lee. Holmgren. Vucevic with the rebound. Vucevic has got 8 rebounds in this game. White looking around. Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. The pass to Holmgren. Shoots over Vucevic. Holmgren can't hit. The Bulls leading by 3. Here's Smith. And Smith with the stop.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. And Gilgeous-Alexander gets it to go. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 13.
And the move and the basket. SGA has the defense shook.
Chicago calls timeout. Hartenstein comes in for Williams, and it's Mitchell in for Red Hot. Here's Vucevic, and again Chicago, no good. Thunder trailing by 3. Now Mitchell. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That one on Vucevic.
All the officials are all over that one.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for Chicago.
They have found a lot of success in transition, running at every opportunity and getting points before the defense can get set.
And they've also not only created turnovers tonight, but converted on them. All game long, that strategy has been paying off.
And he knocks down the first one. Both good from the line that time. Bulls have gone just a bit under 50% from the field since halftime. 5 out of 11. White drives in. Here's Lee. Pass to the kid. Back to Lee. Here's Smith. 18 feet away, and he knocks it down. Smith's got 30 points.
They're in strong position coming down the stretch, and he is a big reason why.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Lee. Shot from free throw range. The Thunder with another miss.
And I thought that was going to drive. It looked good from here.
Here's Smith. White trying to get open. And then Smith with the jam.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go. Maybe it is showtime. Nice job capturing the moment on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. And out of bounds as Chicago gains possession.
And let's check out a breakdown looking at some data for White. Last season's performance for him was in at about 9 points per, 2 assists and 3 rebounds. And you like what he brings backing up the point guard.
They feel confident with him at the helm. He's effective at running the offense, and having someone like that off the bench is an absolute luxury.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Now, here's Gilgeous Alexander. 13 points in the game.
Chicago foul. Smith. First personal foul.
The Thunder have shot the ball well from the free throw line, 8 of 9.
Shooting for Oklahoma City. Mitchell at the line for 2.
And the first one at the line is good. And Mitchell drops them both.
And give them credit for the work they've done at the line. Nothing new. They're always impressive in terms of free throw shooting, but still worth mentioning.
Now here's Lee. 22 points for him. Shoots over Gilgeous Alexander. And the Bulls tack on 2 more.
That's how you create space for your jumper. Go to the fadeaway.
And he's going up for the alley-oop. And that one goes out of bounds. Touched by Gilgeous Alexander.
There's one for the low light. Wow. I'm not sure who messed up the pass, but look, somebody did.
And so White will bring it up for Chicago. Pass to Dean. Mitchell against Smith. No good on that one. Good D by Mitchell. Thunder trailing by 7. That's a 2 from Lee. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Personal foul.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
He's shooting free throws, number 4 and 5 here.
Taking 2 shots.
And he makes the first. And both free throws good for Lee. The Bulls leading by 5. Lee outside. Here's Smith. Plays it up and banks it in. Smith's got 10 points here in the second half.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
His court vision has been on display in this one. He's doing a tremendous job just orchestrating the offense. Beautiful.
Time call here. The Thunder decide to talk it over.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
I'm sure Coach is going to give them an earful about that. He can't be happy with that soft interior D.
It's time now to look at the NBA's top shooting teams from a season ago. 4th, the Bulls.
Hard to shoot the ball any better than they did. I mean, they weren't the best in the league, but, man, they were right there.
Holmgren in the post. White's there. Holmgren the pass to Hartenstein. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing. And there's the call. Chicago the foul.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
You know, this is not an area where they expect him to contribute. You know, he's a guy that shot below 70% last season.
The first one falls. Second free throw, no good. The Bulls leading by 6. To the paint, here's Vucevic, and that one is good. Vucevic has got 4 points in the quarter.
Their interior has been inferior defensively. It has got to tighten up.
Floats one up. Lee with the block. Smith surveying the D. Down low. The jump hook, and it's Lee that time on the assist by Smith. Lee's got the lead up to 10 now for the Bulls. Lee against Gilgeous-Alexander. On the wing, Mitchell. Over Smith. The Thunder with another miss.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
Yeah, you can see why he's established that reputation. Strong understanding of how to defend at the rim.
This is his first free throw of the game. The first free throw is good.
What makes Vooch so tough is the combination of size and athleticism. Defenses are always trying to figure him out. That's why this man is a double-double every night.
Looking at who's out there now for the Thunder. Williams, he's checked in for Holmgren. Red Hot comes in for Mitchell. And Wallace subbed in for Gilgeous-Alexander. Wallace misses. Chicago leading by 12. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Commissioner Adam Silver is always taking a fresh look at the league and thinking about innovation. The in-season tournament is an idea he's championed, and he knows it's not going to be an overnight success. Some fans and players may ask, why should we think this is meaningful? He says we can create new traditions. Kevin?
Yeah, you got to think that way. I like the way they're trying to delve into this brand new world of in-season tournaments. Good stuff, David. Thank you. Now here's White. 5 points in the game. Lee outside. From deep. It's rebounded by Hartenstein.
And you could tell he thought he had a little more speed.
Oh, wow!
That is powerful.
Williams.
And Kevin, even though they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular, and he did.
Well, maybe this is the best time to do it. Here's the kid. 14 points for him. Back to Smith. Clock at 6. It's deflected. Here's Red Hot. And he drives in, and that one is stuffed right through.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Great chemistry on display. He understood where to put the screen in order to free up his teammate.
Chicago calls timeout.
And starting to send guys to the line way more than they need to. Let's get some good position defense going here. That should be the emphasis and get away from the sloppy fouls.
Chicago making some changes. Dosunmu comes in for Vucevic, and Josh Giddey subbed in for Kobe White. Smith on the wing. He's got 34. Here's Giddey. And Lee pulls it down. Lee's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Dishes it to Wallace. Takes it from 10, and Oklahoma City again with the bucket.
And so far, going for more of an inside presence here in the second half, getting away from the three-point shot.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Now here's Dosunmu. Pass to Giddey. Now Lee, covered by Lee. 5 to shoot. Shot by post. The Thunder pull it in. There's 1:40 left in the third. And Lee with the stuff.
Assisted by...
Oh, why thank you very much.
He can really fly, and you combine that, Greg, with some nice penetration, too, and you've got 2 points. Lee with the ball. Williams picks him up. Lee kicks to Giddey. To stop the drought. Wow, came this close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws.
Second team foul.
Yeah, you hate to give up a foul on a three-point attempt.
In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Thunder.
You've got to be impressed with how assertive they are on offense, continuing to cut hard to the rim time and time again.
And also, they are working the opposition from the mid-range, continuing to fire away with confidence from there.
Makes it, and he continues to shoot well from the line.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
Wallace looking for an opening. Williams in the post, covered by Smith. Wallace the pass to Lee. To the middle, got a piece of it. Now here's Dosunmu. Wallace covering. Now the pass to Giddey. From 12 feet out, the shot's good. Giddey's got his first basket.
And he should thank the team for those 2 points. Nobody paid much attention to him on that play.
Smith against Williams. To the inside. That is good. And the Bulls' lead is cut to just 5 points on the basket from Hartenstein.
Nice ball movement there. Delivered the pass right on time.
Giddey against Wallace. Giddey the pass to Dean. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
And how about that? What a sensational finish.
Hey, you got to be able to get some hang time to do that one. Lee with the ball. He's got 34. Puts up a deep three. An absolute bomb from three-point range. Lee's got 11 in the second half. Shots continuing to fall as we conclude the third quarter. Both teams putting up points. Bulls lead by 4. And we'll get going after this from United Center. Let's take a listen to a recent huddle from Coach Billy Donovan.
We got to now start to anchor down defensively right now. Trust each other and trust the loads. It's not just one-on-one defense. It's together.
Little help from your friends. This is what Billy wants. He wants a lot of communication, wants teamwork. And guys, you were talking during that break. You think his team is listening?
You know, you also have to credit the other team. I always say, you know, they get checks on the 1st and 15th also. I mean, the offensive play calling is having an effect, and let's just see how they respond.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. They've got Josh Giddey. Smith is out there with Lee. Then there's Dosunmu, and it's Dean in at the center position. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
Just go to show how tight your timing needs to be on this kind of play.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. He gets it in there. That's 36 points for Smith.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
And his team needs every bit of his production if they want to pull this one out. It is neck and neck here in the final period.
Wallace, good.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Lee against Lee. Over Lee. No good from Lee.
And he felt like he needed a little bit more space with the fade to get off a shot, but that might have been what threw him off and made him miss.
It's to Giddey. Smith with it, covered by Lee. From 11 feet away. Lee with the block. Wallace against Giddey. Wallace kicks to Williams. Shakes off the strong D and gets to the bucket for 2. And the Thunder lead by 2. For Chicago, they've gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. It's tipped. And here is Dosunmu. Lee outside. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. Dosunmu's shot's good. Dosunmu's got himself on the board with 3 there. And guys, here in the fourth quarter, still a close game.
Instant classic, fellas. This one could come right down to the last shot.
Lee dishes to Wallace. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
And that is an absolute heartbreaker of a turnover. In a close game like this, that might be enough to impact how it ends.
And the Thunder with some changes. Chet Holmgren, he's checked in for Williams. Mitchell comes in for Redhawk. And Shai Gilgeous-Alexander subbed in for Wallace. Stolen by Mitchell. Passes it to Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Hartenstein, covered by Smith. Hartenstein can't get it to go. Bulls have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. Oh, my goodness! What a play!
Oh, he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open. Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander over Lee. The Thunder with another miss.
Credit the defensive effort there, not giving him room to operate.
And he drops it in from the low post. Smith's got 38 points.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
This is what you expect from him, just coming alive and dominating in effortless fashion here in the fourth.
And it's Smith with the ball. He brings it up for the Bulls. And it's blocked. And they'll get another chance. Dosunmu's shot is off.
If he gets that look again, he should take it. You can't let one miss scare you off of a very good shot.
Well, you love to see that. Holmgren keeping his eyes up and his options open.
Now here's Giddey. Pass to Dosunmu. Here's Smith. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Holmgren's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. He dishes it to Mitchell. Got a hand on it. Down low, here's Lee, and Lee with the stuff.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam. Using
some urgency from him there, sure. Now, Gilgeous-Alexander. On the wing, Lee. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Clock at 4. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. Vucevic checked in for the Bulls. Kobe White comes in for Josh Giddey.
Nikola Vucevic. Kobe White.
The Bulls leading by 3. Here's Smith. puts in the layup for two. Smith's got 40 points.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Here's the pass to Mitchell. Here's the dish to Holmgren. The high post shot. And Lee pulls it down. Bulls have gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the fourth and even 50%. Smith outside. Thunder with the rebound.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
Yeah, you can see why he's established that reputation. Strong understanding of how to defend at the rim.
He lobs it up. And Lee with the stuff.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. And Gilgeous-Alexander gets it to go.
Oh, silky smooth shot there by Gilgeous-Alexander. He knew the floater was the right move to beat the defense.
Now here's White, and that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession.
Chicago ball.
Not in the look for Oklahoma City. Williams, he's checked in for Hartenstein, and it's red hot in for Mitchell. Pass to the kid. Now Smith. 6 to shoot. Lee left side. Really left alone that time. Lee's got 8 points in the quarter.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Outside Williams. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Over Lee. That is good. And the Bulls lead is cut back down again to 5. The basket that time coming from Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous-Alexander against White. Passes it to Vucevic. Here's the kid. Some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Smith outside. Knocked away. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over.
Thunderball.
And so here is Oklahoma City. Here's Red Hot. Williams finds Holmgren. Vucevic with the block.
Powerful swat by Vooch, showing how effective he can be on D.
Smith inside, working on Williams. Williams with the block. Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Outside Williams, pass to Lee. Inside. Here's Red Hot. He feeds it to Holmgren. A second chance effort, and that's 2 points on the layup.
Some guys demand the ball in these situations. Holmgren gets his wish.
Lee against Lee. And the pass to Dean. Back to Lee. Over Williams. No good from Lee.
And smothered him on that mid-range attempt.
That's how you play it. Does a good job of getting into the shooter's airspace. For his sake, I hope they can come back. You hate to see the performance he's having be wasted in a loss.
Pass to Vucevic. Banked in off the glass.
And after a scoreless first half, you're starting to see signs of life here in the second.
Lee with the ball. Driving to the basket. And Lee with the stuff.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Well, great chemistry on display. He understood where to put the screen in order to free up his teammate.
Kick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Now here's Lee. A fader. And Vucevic pulls it down. Vucevic has got 11 rebounds in the game. Here's Smith. Count the basket. Smith's got 44. There's a minute 40 left in the fourth quarter. Gilgeous-Alexander against Lee. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Vucevic.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
And deflections, they're a stat that all teams track. They show who is the most active defensively.
Passes to Lee. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Chicago leading by 5. White, bounce pass. Here's Lee. The Thunder pull it in. Williams has got his 6th rebound on the night. That hot the pass to Lee. Fader on the way. And good. He hits it again. That gives him 51.
Making it look easy.
White against Gilgeous-Alexander. Lee passes to Vucevic. Oh, and a fast break for Oklahoma City. It counts. And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
What a huge play coming through when it matters most.
Now here's Lee. And the Bulls with another miss. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Pass to Lee. Count it!
And that bucket was absolutely huge. A defensive stop now may just seal the deal.
Timeout called the Bulls. They're trailing by 1. There's 18 seconds left in the game. Guys, what's your take?
Yeah, always intriguing to see what a coach draws up in this situation.
If they've got a surefire quick bucket play, let's just say now's the time to use it.
And now let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game.
And guys, he's been about as close to perfection as you can be. The intensity he's played with has been amazing. Just no let up. And as fired up as he's been, he's never let his emotions get out of control.
Here's White and blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
You had to foul on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over. They're in front by 1. 3 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And they go to the intentional foul.
Third personal foul.
That's the first, and that will put them up by 2.
And we've seen SGA blossom into a #1 option. Another chance here to prove himself.
Wow, doing all he can to give them the edge, pulling their lead out to 3 points.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. They're down by 3. Just 2 seconds left to play here in the fourth. What do you think, guys?
And they need a 3 to tie. But look, they've got enough time here to find a good look. They can run a play off the inbound, make sure they get it in the hands of their best shooter.
So a close